After living in the 24T for 3 months and releasing a complete tour video, now it's the R's turn.
And this is the only Winnebago View 24R on the road with all the patent pending features you've heard about,
including Winnebago Connect, the 3-room layout, and the gear garage.
You'll not only learn about the 24R from top to bottom, but you'll also see exactly how we've been living in it for the past 3 months.
A quick reminder, this is a pre-production unit, meaning that some of the fit, finish, and features could change between what you see now and when production begins later this year. Like all of the new View Navion floor plans, this is on the Mercedes-Benz rear-wheel drive Sprinter chassis. Now it's a 2-liter high-output dual-turbo diesel 4-cylinder engine. It's paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission with overdrive, 250-amp alternator, and 170-inch wheelbase, so the tires will still fit into a regular parking spot with the rear end hanging out. This engine produces 208 horsepower and 332 foot-pounds of torque. That's 20 more horsepower and 7 more foot-pounds of torque than the prior 6-cylinder engine. And they've gotten rid of the turbo lag entirely. That was when you used to hit the accelerator and there'd be like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then you would start accelerating. That's completely gone now. And after driving this chassis for over 5 months this year, I can confidently say that it has more than enough power to be able to merge onto the interstate, certainly tow a vehicle. We tow a Honda CR-V without any problems whatsoever. And the safety features like the adaptive cruise control and the lane assist are great. Plus, the new floor plans feature the new electronic rear view mirror. And overall, it's just a really comfortable ride. And new for the View Navions is the all-wheel drive option, which is paired with a low-profile front cap. Views and Navions are 25.5 feet long, 11 feet tall, and 7.5 feet wide, which is nearly identical to prior model years. Okay, starting from the front, we have the Alcoa alloy wheels. We have the running boards, branded Winnebago, with 2 dog tie-offs, so you can clip the dog leashes to it and have the dogs outside. Included standard with the View Navion is the new Lippert Base Camp auto leveling system. And then outside you have a quickie step, which automatically retracts whenever you put the vehicle into drive. There's also a switch so you can leave it out or have it automatically retract every single time you close the door. Continuing down the passenger side, you have 2 110 power outlets, as well as a coax jack, so you can connect a TV if you wanted to have one at your campsite. This is also where you'll find the exterior cover for the Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus. That's a lot of words, but it's a great thing because this is a recirculating instant hot water system. It heats with over 50,000 BTUs of propane energy in order to instantly heat the water and then recirculate it so that way as soon as you turn on any tap or the shower in the coach, you have immediate hot water. And under that is the first exterior storage compartment. This compartment is made by Winnebago and is rotocasted, meaning that there's no risk of rust or anything like that for the compartment. We use it for campsite accessories like things for our grill, things for a campfire. We'll be talking more about electrical later, but this is where the 2,000-watt inverter charger is located. It's worth pointing out, by the way, there are only 3 keys for this entire RV. The key that I just used to unlock this compartment is the same key for all of the compartments and the coach side door. There is a deadbolt lock on the coach side door, but the Mercedes key will lock and unlock all the doors, including the coach side door. And just behind the rear tire is the propane quick connect. This is where you would connect like a external fire pit or if you had one of those propane grills. And shading us from above is the 16-foot Carefree powered awning. This also has the function where if there's a large amount of wind, it will automatically retract.
We're now at the back of the coach, and just like the 24T, the 24R has the fan favorite gear garage. It's 48 inches tall, 28.5 inches wide, and extends the entire width of the coach. There are also 3 access doors, making it super easy to store large items like the bikes in there. Inside you'll find 110 and 12 volt power, as well as compartment lights, an L-track system, and at the bottom you'll find an access port where you can run cables like Starlink from outside into the compartment. And the entire gear garage is insulated and heated.
And in the back of the coach is a 2-inch hitch with a 7-pin connector. The hitch is rated for 5,000 pounds of towing capacity with 500 pounds of tongue weight.
Coming around the driver's side of the coach, this area is pretty similar to the 24T. We have our wet bay here. Inside there is a shower head, as well as your black and gray tank pools. There's 1 of 3 water pump switches. And then above that, we've got our freshwater gravity fill with a light. And down below, you'll find your 30 amp positive locking power plug. And right here you've got your freshwater fill and your black tank flush. Really important that you don't want to mix those up, so pay extra attention when you're connecting. Down below you'll find your sewer connection, and we always like to add an exterior sewer valve just as an added layer of protection. And then right next to that there is a built-in sewer hose holder.
Welcome under the slide. This first compartment here, this is where your propane tank is for refill, and then also the hydraulic pump for the Lippert levelers. And just behind the driver's door is this compartment, which normally contains your generator, but on this coach, this has the new generator replacement option. So this is 960 amp hours of lithium power. Now this also includes 480 watts of solar, and then that's paired with the 2000 watt inverter charger, as well as a dedicated alternator, meaning a second alternator in the engine compartment, and that is exclusively to charge these two very large batteries. Moving over to the driver's door, there's another running board with the two clip areas for all those dogs. Caitlin, apparently we can have a fourth dog.
Yeah.
In order to access the diesel fill, you need to open the driver's door first. And then there's a small compartment door right here. You flip this open and that's how you can access it. Now, some people have asked us, you are able to shut this door and still continue filling. They don't conflict with each other like this. So there you go. Also of note, inside of the door is typically where you'll see the yellow sticker. That's what indicates the carrying capacity. Now, because this is a pre-production model, the carrying capacity has not been finalized yet, and there is no yellow sticker. So unfortunately, I can't share with you what the carrying capacity is of this model yet.
Welcome to the interior of the brand new Winnebago View 24R. This has 3 distinct rooms, and in a 25-foot motorhome, that is pretty cool. Starting in the back, you have twin beds that convert into a king-size bed, and then in the middle, you have a unique cross-coach bathroom with 2 swinging doors that create 1 large bathroom. And then here in the front, we have the galley and the living space, and we're gonna go through all of it, starting here in the living room. And the new Views and Navions come in 2 different color options. This is Mod Allure, and then they also offer the Hygge style, which is our personal favorite. So let's talk about this couch here. This is the True Comfort Plus sleeper sofa and couch. It does convert into a bed, and it's pretty comfortable. To the right of the couch, you'll find your power. So you've got 2 110 outlets, as well as USB-A and USB-C, which is quick charge, and a 12-volt outlet. You also have 2 reading lights above the couch, which are dimmable, both from the Winnebago Connect system, which we'll talk about in a minute, as well as from the physical switch. And then above the couch here, you have 2 large storage cabinets. So if you watched our moving in video, you saw that we converted this one into a pantry, which has been working out great. So we have all of our food in there that we use on a more regular basis. And then on this side is our office supplies. So we have all of our computers and everything that we need from work right there. One of my favorite things about this RV is that they have double pane acrylic windows, and they open and lock at various levels. And then there is a built-in screen as well as blackout shades too. And it's really cool because you can do kind of half and half depending on how much light you want to let in. I really love these windows. There are 3 pockets built into the area around the sprinter cab. And then there's enough space right here that we're able to store our vacuum as well as the pedestal for the table that goes right here. There's also a second hole for the table between the 2 captain's chairs. We know a lot of you travel with dogs like we do. We have 3 here on board, and this area works perfectly for fitting this crate. And we just leave that chair in place and it goes right there, and you still have enough room to be able to put the pedestal for the table. And we want to talk about the flooring for a minute. So this is a woven vinyl floor. We've got a lot of questions about how easy is it to keep it clean? Do we actually like it? And I'll be the first to admit I was a little skeptical when we saw it. I didn't know if I was going to like it. And I can tell you after 2 coaches now with this flooring, I love it. It doesn't show dirt much at all. It is very easy to clean. Like, I just run the vacuum right over it. And the dogs actually really like it too because it's a little bit grippier for their paws. All in all, I have been a big fan of the floor, and it is very easy to clean. And the new View and Navion floor plans have 2 options. You have the traditional Overcab bunk here with a queen bed, or you can get the new low profile, and that has 2 big storage drawers here instead of the Overcab bed. Moving around to the entry door, this is the return of the older style door, which is like what we have in our 2019 D. This is made by Winnebago, and it features a separate screen door. And like Howard mentioned, this can be locked and unlocked from the Mercedes remote. There's also a built-in blackout shade on the screen door. And when you walk into the RV, it's nice and roomy and airy. Right here at the entryway, it's 7 foot 2 inches tall, and the rest of the ceiling is 6 foot 7. All right, let's move into the kitchen area here. I think the Winnebago team has done a great job at adding some features to help you maximize the counter space. For example, we've got a big round sink here with a split cover that doubles as a cutting board. So you can utilize that as extra counter space or a cutting board and then have access to your sink while you're cooking. There's a large amount of counter space behind the sink, and that's where we put our coffee maker. And here's the pop-up power pedestal, which has 2 110 outlets as well as USB-C and USB. And this pops down. And then next to that is the combination propane and induction cooktop. And then coming over here, there is a flip-up counter, which gives you even more counter space. And then we added this little drying rack that we got from IKEA so that when we do dishes, I can just put them in there. And this was a great area we thought to add a paper towel holder because it's far enough away from your cooktop. Above the cooktop, you'll find your Greystone convection oven and microwave. Located across from the sofa and easily viewable from both the captain's chairs, you'll find your 32-inch LED smart TV with a JBL soundbar. And behind that TV is a ton of storage. There are 2 shelves in here. We use this for extra electronics and things like that. There's also a bunch of power in here. So you've got 110, USB, you've got USB-C quick charge. There are inputs for cable, satellite, and then you also have your roof access port inside. And roof access is great if you need to permanently install something on your roof like Starlink or a cell booster. There's a lot of storage in this kitchen. Underneath the sink, you'll find a nice big open cabinet area. This is also where the water filter is, which filters the cold water coming out of the sink. And because this is such an open space, it's a great area to put a trash can. We also have the dog food in there, extra Tupperware, all that kind of stuff. And then built in on the door here, this comes from Winnebago with a rack for any cleaning supplies that you need to put there. Underneath the cooktop, you have 3 large illuminated drawers with soft touch magnetic assisted latches. Since we keep the dog food here, this is also where we feed the dogs and where we keep their water bowl. And we have a nice rubber mat with a lip around it so that on travel days, the water doesn't slosh all over the floor. It keeps it nice and contained. And across the RV next to the couch is your refrigerator. So this is a 12-volt 10 cubic foot Norcold refrigerator with dual thermostats, so you can set different temperatures for both your fridge and your freezer. Plus, since it's an electric only fridge, you have night mode, which will help you conserve power.
So let's talk about creature comforts. The View Navion 24T and 24R feature an optional brand new Truma Aventa Comfort ducted air conditioner. This is an extremely efficient, extremely quiet air conditioner. In fact, it's been running this entire time that we've been filming and you can barely hear it. The Truma Aventa is a 15,000 BTU air conditioner. It features low, medium, and high modes for its fan. Currently it's in the low mode. Low and medium are very quiet. High is a little bit louder, but still I would argue quieter than some traditional air conditioners. And all of this can be controlled and monitored through the Winnebago Connect system. So, what is the Winnebago Connect system? Think of it as like a smart interface that brings together all of the systems of an RV into one interface. You can control not only your air conditioner, but also your slide, your awning, your water heater, your water pump, and you can even have presets for different lighting modes as well. So for example, we have one setup that's kind of like a wind down when we're getting ready for bed. Then we have one where we have all the lights on and at full brightness because we want a nice and bright and airy RV. One of Caitlin's favorite features is the Pet Minder mode. This sets a range of acceptable temperature. You set a low and a high, and the system will automatically attempt to keep the temperature within that range, either by turning on the furnace or by turning on the air conditioner in order to keep it within that range. But it also, if it goes outside of that range, will start sending push notifications to your phone. Because you see, Winnebago Connect is not just a display in your coach, but it's also a full mobile app. So you can control all of these major features from anywhere in the world. If you want to learn more about Winnebago Connect and you're not sick of us, we'll have a link in the description below where there's an official Winnebago Connect video starring us, and you can learn more about all the features and benefits of Winnebago Connect. And the Truma Aventa is not just quiet, but it's extremely efficient. In fact, we're running right now entirely off of batteries. Remember when I was talking about that generator delete option with the new Lithionics 960 amp hour batteries? That's what's running our air conditioner. As a stress test, you might be interested to know, we ran this air conditioner for over 24 hours without being connected whatsoever. That was all based upon what solar power we could generate and the batteries that we had on board. So I'm seated right now in one of the captain's chairs for the Sprinter chassis, and it is a fantastic ride. Caitlin can vouch for how easy it is to drive. It has adaptive cruise control, it has lane assist, it has the new digital rear view mirror, which is a really great feature to be able to see out the back. And Winnebago will be shipping RVs with new blind spot detection. There's heated, powered seats. You can adjust them up, down, back, and forward. You can adjust the lumbar. This is a very comfortable, very easy coach in order to drive. And behind me are one of the thermal window coverings. There are 3 and they're fitted, one for the front windshield and one each for the driver and passenger side windows. Now, this may look like a hallway, but this is actually the bathroom. It's because of the geometry, it's gonna be a little bit hard to film this, so kind of bear with us. But on this side is the toilet and the sink. And then on this side is the shower. And when these doors open up, it becomes one giant bathroom. So let's try to take a look. So with the passenger side door open, you now have a bedroom with a door. And when I open the shower door, that will create a door for the living area. So in effect, you now have 3 separate rooms in a 25-foot coach. Welcome to the bathroom. Caitlin is currently standing in the shower. On this side over here, you have built-in towel racks. On this side, you have a macerator toilet. The Jabsco macerator toilet also has a low flow mode to save water. Large storage above here, a double paned acrylic window, which again has that built-in blackout shades as well as bug screen, which is pretty awesome. Your medicine cabinet is over here. This area right here is designed to fit in a tissue box, and this floor, the floor of this compartment lifts up, and then you can access your tissues and pull it out through here. And we added this magnetically attached, rechargeable, motion-activated light. That's a lot of words. Our friends Bill and Lori have one and gave us another one. It's so cool, and it's also rechargeable. It uses a micro USB connection right here. There's also a powered fan with a low, medium, and high setting, and that's controllable by Winnebago Connect. The shower, as typical, also doubles as Scout's bed. Scout, you're gonna have to move so we can show them the shower.
Scout, we love your bed.
Yeah, okay, come on, Scout, can you go to our bed, go on, big bed. The shower also has a knobless retracting self-squeegeeing door, which is very handy and keeps it nice and clean. The shower itself to the ceiling is 5'8", to the top of the skylight 6'2". There's also a rod holder in order to hang things like for drying purposes. We added several things to this shower though. First, we have this larger area that holds all of our shampoo and body wash and all of that. We added a hook to hang our laundry bag. And then we also added a soap dish that hangs on the wall. We did change out the shower head. We prefer the Oxygenics. This one in particular is a 2 gallon per minute that has a whole bunch of different settings. So you can get as fancy or as basic as you want with your shower. And like I mentioned, with the Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus, it is constantly recirculating the hot water. So as soon as you turn on the shower head, you immediately have hot water. That's a major savings and a major comfort advantage.
All right, let's check out the bedroom area. If you've seen an Echo at all, this is very similar to the bedroom in the Echo, but there are some additional features, starting with even more storage. There are 6 of these large cabinets all the way around the bedroom, and they're pretty deep too. So we added some of these storage cubes here to keep our clothes in, and you can see there's an additional ledge back here, so I have some candles and stuff, and lots of space. There's a lot of natural light here in the bedroom. These are the same double pane acrylic windows. It also has the blackout shade and the screen combination. Again, I love these. At the head of the bed is the power, and each side has 2 110 volt outlets, as well as USB-C and USB-A. And then on each side you have your own reading light too, which again is dimmable from both the Winnebago Connect app or from using the switch. I also have my little reading light there that clips onto a book, so when Howard goes to bed at night, I can read for a little bit before falling asleep. And if the 6 storage cabinets weren't enough, in the corner of each bed, you have an additional compartment with mesh netting. So the entire bedroom area is elevated, and there are 2 steps to get up, but we added these pet steps because Piper and Ella love lounging on what we call the big bed, and even the blind dog Ella can get up there all by herself. And just like Piper and Ella find the beds very comfortable, so do we. So you have 2 twin beds that are 32 inches wide by 76 inches long, and this is the proprietary WinSleep mattress and support system. And then there's a separate piece right here that fits into the center and converts this entire thing into a king-size bed. On each side you have a large pull-out drawer, and then you also have hanging wardrobes underneath the foot of the bed. And that centerpiece can double as an end table, so it has a hard side with cup holders. But we found this cool like tray table at IKEA, and we prefer using that because at night we can have it set up and put our water bottle there, glasses, book, all of that good stuff. At the foot of the bed on the driver's side is a 24-inch smart TV. That's connected to the HDMI ports behind the living room TV. So you can watch whatever's connected to that port, any streaming or satellite, here in the back.
So, what'd you think?
And what questions do you still have for us?
Yeah, drop them in the comments below and we'll try and answer as many as we can.
And stay tuned as we continue to try out new RVs on our search for our new home on wheels.
Thanks so much for watching.
We'll see you soon.